My name is Ann Faderwish, and I am going to show you how I use pixel art to provide instant feedback to my students when they input the correct answer to a math problem. This isn't the only way you can do it. This is the way that I've figured out how to do it. So let's get started. I'm going to start by making all the cells in my spreadsheet square. So I highlight all the cells, and then I can resize the columns, and then I'm going to resize the rows. So now I've got roughly squares for my cells. You might want to make the first two columns wider for your math problems. So highlight the two of them and drag it over, and now you've got enough room for your math problems. The next step I do is to kind of set up like a paint by number. You might not want to have this additional step, but I like to have it so I can reuse this spreadsheet, and I've got the color formatting already done. So I go to Format, and in the pull-down menu, I go to Conditional Formatting. I've zoomed in here so you can see what I'm putting in this conditional formatting. I need to apply a range to this rule, and that means I need to show when this rule will be valid. So I'm going to put in a wide range. It's going to go from that first upper left square at C1 to Z100. Now, if your picture is wider, then you will need to make a wider range. I'm going to set this to is equal to, and then I'm going to put a 1. So this is like my color by number. If it's 1, then I want the text color to be blue, and I want the fill color to be blue. So I click Done. And let's see how that would look. If I put a 1 in here, it turns blue. I go back, I delete the 1, it's no longer blue. So let's add a couple more colors. I'm going to put the same range, C1 to Z100 is equal to, this is my color number 2, so I am going to choose this purple for my text color and my fill color, and done. And let's just add a third. I'm going to use the same range. You can add as many colors as you want. This is my color number 3. I'll make it simple, put in a red, and I'm done. So now I have 3 colors for that range. If it's a 1, it's going to be blue. If it's 2, it's going to be purple. And if it's 3, it's going to be red. I like to sketch out what my final pixel art will be. I usually sketch it out on a piece of graph paper. I'm going to make this very simple for demonstration purposes. So let's just say that our art is going to be the number 17, okay? So I've got a sketch. It's not going to stay gray. That's just for me so I know which cells I want to put formatting so they change colors. So I'm going to put in my problems here. 2 plus 2. We're getting real difficult here. 3 plus 3. And I'm just going to put my answers in for now to make it easier for myself. All right. Now, if you notice, this is cell B1. And I want to tell this cell right here, that if B1 is equal to the number 2, I want this cell to turn blue. So here's what I need to input. So I've zoomed in here, and you can see I'm typing in equals if parentheses $sign B $1. That means if B1 equals 2, then the cell is going to be 1. But then I have to put these quotation marks so that if it isn't 1, it'll just be blank. It won't show false, okay? Here's a close-up of that formula. Equals if parentheses $sign B $1 equals 2, comma, 1, comma, quotation mark, space, quotation mark, close parentheses. Okay? So I hit return, and that has now been formatted so that it is blue. Notice that if this is not here, it's not blue. If 2 is there, then it's blue. And I can take this formatting and I can apply it to different cells. Okay, and I'm just going to randomly put some in here. And I can change the color. So this number 1 here said make it blue. Well, I want it to be purple. So this one now I've got as purple, and I can highlight and copy that and make some other ones purple. And I could also make them red. Okay, I put the 3 in, and that's my color number 3. And I'm going to do some others. Okay, so that takes care of the cell B1 being 2. This is cell B2. I can use that formatting, but change it so that this is now saying, hey, if cell B2 equals 4, then I want it to be blue. Okay? And you can continue until you've got all of your pixel art designated to turn colors when one of your answers is input correctly. So you can see that once you've put in all your color formatting, it shows up your 1, 7. So I would use this maybe in a escape room, so they had to find out what the clue was. The answer is 17, and they'd use that for something else. You might want to have the picture of a tree or a turkey or whatever you want to input. And notice, if I don't have those numbers in, then nothing is showing up. If I put the wrong number in, nothing shows up. But if I put the right number in, slowly the picture will appear. And that's how you can use pixel art for instant feedback on whether or not math problems are correct. Check out my teaching resources using pixel art and more at my Lesson Fundamentals page, www.teacherspayteachers.com/store/lesson-fundamentals.